Namaste. How's it going? What do we gain out of the practice of the Khechari Mudra, and how powerful this technique actually is when it comes to attaining deeper meditative states and to help us continue our internal purification? Is it a requirement for absorption or Samadhi to happen? And what is a more meaningful approach to learning and growing this technique? And incorporate this technique in our lives, on and off the mat. Okay. And understanding, our nature, both as a human being and as a spiritual element as well. Okay. Before I expound on this topic, this could be a lengthy talk. So if it becomes too long, so you can just go back to this lesson in the future. Let me provide you a brief summary or background of my journey as a practitioner of yoga and meditation. I've attained absorption or Samadhi already, many times actually, before learning Khechari Mudra. In fact, all the other deeper experiences I've gained in the practice happened to me first as an experience before knowing about them. Bandas, Kundalini, I've experienced and felt them way before knowing about the jargon and the theory. Information will just appear to me. I don't seek, but the universal grace just dawned upon me, and then I will just find out, there's actually a name attached to my experience. And that's how I grow my practice, my teaching. Therefore, I can talk about them in a more real life sense. So to speak, I can talk about them under the sun. And not really bombard you with the jargons. I can talk about the jargons, but explain them in a more closer sense. Okay. However, having this backward journey, my journeys are actually anticlimactic. Then learning about them helped me solidify and reinforce what I already have in the first place. Okay. So let's zero in on the Khechari Mudra. All right. Although Samadhi happened to me already, I felt that there's still something within me, really deep, blockages, clogging, my internal body, and of course my subtle anatomy, that it would take me hours to rid of before I get into the state of deeper meditative realms. Okay, learning Khechari Mudra now allowed me to go deeply into my body, which would normally take hours to accomplish in no time. Right? The tongue has a direct connection to the deeply hidden energy channels within us, both physically and energetically and spiritually. Right? For example, Ida and the Pingala. Okay. So when I do my asana, for example, asanas are powerful in opening up the body. Pranayama is powerful in irrigating your energetic anatomy. But when you involve the tongue, together with those observances, you can really feel your nadis manifest as an actual experience, not just as a theory, not just as a jargon or concept, but as a real life sensation. When I do my Khechari Mudra and I practice my pranayama, I could actually get into my nadis. For example, my Pingala, the origin of the Pingala, I could feel where it's coming from. So therefore, I could purify whatever blockages hindering that channel, as well as the other channel, and then unite them in the middle. Therefore, I could open my Sushumna in little time, which normally would take me hours of practicing pranayama and asana. Good. Not only that, the physical body is just one. Yeah. Khechari Mudra also allowed me to be more aware and understand the spontaneous effect of meditation to my body. Okay. So back then, every time I would resurface from Samadhi, or actually every morning when I wake up, I would just find my tongue lightly touching the back of my heart palate. For no apparent reason, I didn't know. Why I would wake up with that sensation. Yeah. And then there's actually a time that I thought I hurt myself because the tongue would feel like paralyzed, like it has stayed there for many hours through the night. But I would have to exercise my tongue and move it around the mouth so I can bring the sensations back until I get so used to it that it didn't bother me at all. But during the first weeks or months of feeling that brand new sensation, it got me quite worried. Yeah. Then learning Khechari Mudra actually allowed me now to understand the tongue, when we are unconscious, moves distinctively inside the mouth. And the reason being, the tongue as a spiritual entity purifies our subconscious. It moves in distinctive way inside the mouth. Therefore, the energy of the subconscious, the energy which predominates our system during sleep, can irrigate our energetic and spiritual anatomy. Therefore, in the morning, we wake up fresh, rejuvenated, and restored. Right. The tongue actually can also draw the subconscious traumas, and this manifests during our dreams. But this is another topic altogether. Dreams are a way for us to realize, accept, until the subconscious heaviness got erased in our system. Okay, it's another process. But it's good to mention about them. Therefore, when the tongue becomes both physically, consciously, spontaneously, and involuntarily awake, then meditation becomes a meaningful real life experience. It's not just a jargon. It's not just a theory. It is an experience. Okay. Hatha Yoga provides us the system. Okay. As I've mentioned, there's a meaningful approach. Learning Khechari Mudra on its own will do nothing. Actually, it's very easy. It took me just a few days, and my tongue will just find its way to the back. Right? But learning it or doing it on its own without accomplishing the past observances is just physical manipulation. And that is the pressing issue of the modern times. Yes, information is out there, readily available for us. Oh, let me try this and that, because everyone is doing it. Yeah. But the question is it really the essence of the technique that we're professing and practicing, or just for the show? Khechari Mudra, therefore, in its organic sense, is not as physical and it's not as active when it happens during meditation. The tongue is behind the mouth, but it's not behind the uvula. The tongue is actually lightly touching the heart palate. And like the frontal part of the tongue is right in the middle. It's not touching The gums is not touching your hard palate. It's not touching your teeth. It's just in the middle. It's like there. It's in the middle, literally. And then the half part of the tongue at the back is the one touching your hard palate. I utilize that organic, involuntary action of my tongue and then bring that into my conscious practice. Therefore, when I do my pranayama, or if I do for example, my meditation, I would initiate my tongue to be up there already. And I could engage whatever I've developed in the past in channelizing my energy. Okay. But Hatha Yoga calls this technique of placing the surface of the tongue against the hard palate, not Khechari Mudra, but Nabo Mudra. Nabo Mudra, therefore, is a much closer sensation to the Samadhi effect of the tongue and not the Khechari Mudra as a technique of rolling the tongue behind the uvula. Right? However, Khechari Mudra shall allow you to utilize the tongue as a physical anatomy in getting deeply inside your energetic anatomy while you are practicing conscious techniques. But during meditation, it's the Nabo Mudra which is more meaningful. Okay. So there are some books call these two techniques just Khechari Mudra. Okay. But Khechari Mudra as a physical conscious effort versus Khechari Mudra as a spontaneous side effect or as a spontaneous manifestation of the Samadhi. Okay. They just call it one technique, Khechari Mudra. But Hatha Yoga, specifically Hatha Yoga Pradipika, the book, mentions Nabo Mudra as well as the Khechari Mudra. Nabo Mudra is the light touching of the surface of the tongue against the hard palate. But Nabo Mudra as a conscious effort is not the same as the Nabo or the side effect of the tongue during Samadhi. It's very similar. When the tongue is positioned spontaneously or moves spontaneously inside, this part, the first half or the frontal part of the tongue is not actually touching any surface inside the mouth. It's in the middle. It's suspended. Whereas in the practice of the Nabo Mudra as a conscious effort, Hatha Yoga Pradipika technique, you really allow the tongue to rest there. Drop the jaw, open the teeth, and then you do, for example, Ujjayi together with that. But during Samadhi, probably I will include a picture of me resurfacing after Samadhi, and then you will be able to see how the tongue is distinctively positioned inside. It's more of like the tongue remains in the middle, not touching any body part, but the rear part of it is actually lightly sealed against the roof of the mouth. The teeth open, your lips open, the jaw drop. I mean like that. And what I would always experience in the morning, it has stayed there overnight. And therefore in the morning, I would normally rub the tongue around the mouth and rinse my mouth before I could regain the normal sensations of my tongue. And then now knowing better, it's actually a way for my body to clear itself of both physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual stagnation. So in the morning, I have the space to absorb my daily activity. Okay. Now, so that's the more meaningful approach to learning Khechari Mudra is actually do the preparatory observances. Yeah. And then what are this? That's why I love Hatha Yoga, because Hatha Yoga provides the system. Yeah. Yes, it will mention Khechari Mudra in the book, but the essence is far different than the actual words written in the books. So you have to feel the body first, the internal system first, for you to appreciate the Khechari Mudra. So what are these elements? Of course, you have to make your body strong. You have to make your body supple. You have to make your body active. Okay? Because at the end of the day, yeah, the spirit, yeah, the breath, when I say the breath, the primal force, the Kundalini, yeah, it's dwelling inside you. It's trapped inside the body. So when the body is blocked, the higher observances of pranayama and then the mudras will not bear fruit. And then here we are, because people are talking about meditation, this and this and this. We jump into the bandwagon. And the dangerous part is this. Some people, and you might be one of them, yeah, you are sensitive to energetic stimulation. And then when your body is not prepared to absorb the excessive force of the breath, when I say the breath, the higher potential, the Kundalini, this could cause nervous issues, including temporary psychosis. This could lead to stoppage of your vital functions. Really, as strong as my practice is already, I still have my share. Yeah. There are like few instances where my breath stopped, but I'm alive, I'm conscious. There are a couple of times that my heart stopped beating, literally. Yeah. While I'm in that state of absorption. Had my energetic anatomy not strong to support me, it could have been worse. So therefore, yeah, Khechari Mudra, and then the other, for example, the eyes even, although the eyes may not be as sensitive as the Khechari Mudra, they have to be tackled to supplement and to reinforce what you already developed. And that is the Bandas. Bandas are internal mechanisms, down in the bottom part of our physical anatomy, from the hips to the throat. Right. And then Bandas, again, this is another topic altogether. Bandas are both conscious and unconscious experiences. Okay. Similarly to Khechari Mudra. Okay. And this is interesting. Khechari Mudra is a physical technique. Yeah. It's not the Khechari Mudra as a spontaneous manifestation. Okay. Bandas as physical techniques, for example, clenching your anus, pulling the throat in, sucking the belly in, they're not bandas in their organic sense. Bandas are very subtle, actually. You barely see them externally. Yeah. They are felt within, because your inner body is so open that you are sensitive to those deeply hidden centers within you, which were dormant in the past. Bandas are hollow spaces within us that because they're too hollow, they're too deep, they're capable of magnetizing energetic currents. They're like black holes. Yeah. And then there are more bandas than the three primary ones. There are bandas in every hollow spot of the body. Yeah, bandas. I could feel bandas in the hollow of my elbows. There are bandas here connected to the gums. Bandas around the neck and the collarbone. Banda in the knee. The Khechari Mudra, actually, the tongue is a big banda. The mouth is a big banda. And then the tongue being the most dominant part of the body, actually, yeah, can make the mouth as the most powerful banda. And Khechari Mudra actually performs all of them all at once. Yeah. So Khechari Mudra is one technique when, if done in conjunction with the previous experiences, yeah, can make your practice more meaningful, practical, and real life, and not esoteric at all. So now going back, what do we gain out of the practice of the Khechari Mudra and the other conscious effort? Yes, yeah, they help us reinforce, you may say increase, yeah, and grow what we already have. But learning them ahead of their time is useless. In fact, Khechari Mudra may not be necessary anymore based on my journey. Right? To be more specific, what actually led me to experience Samadhi is the nada. Okay. And then nada is another topic that warrants another discussion. Nada appears to us because we're brimming with the essence of the ojas, the swan. Yeah, the ojas being the most, I say, potent tissue in our body. When we're brimming with the ojas, this transmute into subtle sounds. And then nada for me, yeah, back then and then until now, I use the nada in absorbing the mind. And then Hatha Yoga actually mentions it. There's no other way to absorb the mind than by listening to sound, laya. There's no other mudra than the Khechari Mudra. Right? There's no other asana than the Siddhasana. Because those are like ways for us to combine all the other techniques we learn in one. Yeah. Siddhasana, for example. Siddhasana, as a physical technique itself, will do nothing. It will stimulate your perineum, it will stimulate your nerves there, but it has to be done later on. Yeah, once you've already developed your bandhas. Because you're going to utilize your siddhasana, yeah, in making sure that you don't lose your vital functions during meditation. Okay. Similarly to, for example, to sounds, okay? So there are many techniques where we listen to external sounds to absorb the mind. Yeah, I'm half-half, yeah. Because there are frequencies that could lead to that stage, but the issue is, again, safety. Because once the brain opens up, it could bring about the dirt of our subconscious body, including trauma, yeah. And then this may not be for everyone because our traumas or our subconscious, our karmas, they're not all beautiful. There are really ugly side to it. And then acceptance, that's why I mentioned about acceptance in the beginning. Acceptance happens when you know how to deal and how to face and how to rectify and how to live your life because you understand it, that it's part of your cleansing process. That hopefully in the future it gets erased in our subconscious and therefore we can now unite. Yeah, the yoga, the union.